What's up, y'all, and welcome back to Everyday Girl. Today I'm going to be showing y'all how to have the strictest program in 2026. As y'all know, I just moved into my apartment, and in my last video I was talking a lot about creating a routine and building structure for me and my family. So I was up one night and I was just thinking, how can I plan out this year efficiently? And what tools can I use? So I do usually use a planner, but I don't know if you guys are like me, but at some point halfway throughout the year, I stopped using the planner. I haven't been able to effectively use a planner since college. And I realized like I need something more like a Bible, but for my life, like a holy grail for the year. Like I need something that I can go to and revert back to over and over again, and like remind me of my goals, like my plans, my schedules, my routines, my vacations, my content planning. I need something that can hold all of that, and it's kind of hard to fit that into just a planner or a calendar. I usually do use notebooks. I use notebooks a lot. So that kind of led me to this idea, which I'm going to show you guys in a moment. So I decided on a binder. I'm going to put together a binder for the year, and I got the everything in the mail, and I'm going to post a link below of everything that I ordered to start this. So let me show y'all. First thing first is a binder. This is just a 3-ring binder. It's 1 inch, and I'm thinking like eventually I might be able to like do different binders for different things in life, but that idea just came to my head. But right now we're just starting with 1 binder. Ooh, a little thank you note. So the binder, of course, I'm gonna need paper. And this is just 200 sheets of paper. And then, so like I said, I just thought of doing separate binders, but I got these instead, dividers. It's 8 dividers. So I'm going to section off the most 8 important things that I want to focus on in 2026 and write it on these tabs. And then also markers. So all of this was under $30 off Amazon, and like I said, I'll link it all below. Okay, so for the year, I wrote down 8 things that I really want to focus on. So if you guys want to do this along with me, then you don't have to start with 8. You can start smaller if that's more achievable for you. But I just went ahead and wrote down 8 since I have 8 tabs. So I got my iPad. So it's not going to be in any type of specific order of importance or anything, but I just wrote down, my 8 things that I want to focus on this year. And the first thing I have is my faith goals. So I will label the tab faith goals, or just faith, and then I will put my goals in it. So on the first page, I'm going to list all of my goals. And then I'm going to put like a little checkbox so that as the time goes on, as the year goes on, I can check them off. I'll pretty much do that with every page of every section. So the first page of every section will be a list of the goals. Under faith goals, like I want to have I do Bible study with my friends. So I want to make sure that I have like a section or pages in there to take Bible study notes every time that I'm with my friends, and also just my own personal Bible study and Bible study notes, and just my goals, or like I want to write down things like spend 20 minutes with God every morning, and write down what I did during that time, or like what lessons I've learned, and all of that, just basically focusing overall on my faith. For the second one, I have a family planning tab, and on this I want to have a section for all of our grocery lists and meal prep ideas, so that like when we're going grocery shopping, it's already planned out. So we already came to the conclusion that we are going to grocery shop every week. So yeah, every Tuesday, every week. So we're gonna just try to go to the grocery store and get enough food for the week, and try to make the meals last 2 days. So if we get spaghetti or whatever, then it needs to last for 2 days. So I'm going to write out a bunch of different meals and how many days they should last, and what days we're going to eat them on, and the days that I'm going to actually meal prep the meals and things like that. So that'll be a part of my family planning. And then also I'm going to put a bunch of activities that I want to do with crew, and I'm going to make sure that I have like all of our schedules. So my boyfriend, he already has like a daily schedule that he created, and I have one too. So I'm going to put our schedules in there so that I know like what we're doing schedule wise. We broke it down by day, and we do like, I'll say from 8 a.m. to 8:30 is me and crew waking up and getting ready, brushing our teeth, and then 8:30 to 9:30 is breakfast. So I'm gonna put those in there as well. And like I said, making sure that I have activities for crew. So I wanna have a couple pages of activities so that like if we need something to do, I can flip through and figure out what it is to do. And I also want to find like more things for kids to do in New York, so I'm going to add that in there too. And then this will also help for the summer. Baby waking up. This will also help for the summer when we get a nanny, so the nanny can easily go through these things and keep us on track and on schedule. And that's pretty much it for family planning. Another tab will be finances, where I will track all of our bills, budgets, create financial goals, and savings goals. And then for the fourth tab, it'll be my content. So everything around my content. Like I said, the first page will be goals. And then after that, I do want to list like a schedule for my content, like the days that I'm going to record for YouTube, the days that I'm going to make TikToks, what I need to batch record, like all of my content ideas. And I'm going to write it in a way that is staying organized. Like this is not just like a bunch of brainstorming. Like everything needs to be organized in a way that you can scratch it off like once it's complete. So remember, that's the main point of this binder, is to keep all your thoughts and everything for the year organized. But yes, I'm going to put my schedule, goals, and content planning, everything to do with my content, under one tab. And then I also have a few side businesses that I'm going to be starting with my friend. So I will also have a tab for like entrepreneurial things outside of creating content, of course. And I'm going to have our goals and everything regarding our business under that tab. And then another one is vacation and travel, because me and my family love to travel a lot. And I'm also working with my actual, like my whole family, not just my immediate family. Yeah, on a a monthly calendar, because we all live in different parts of the world now. Like we have some family in Texas, a bunch on the East Coast, some in St. Louis. So just a monthly calendar so that we can remember birthdays and just important days that we need to reach out to each other as a family. So I will be working on that with a few of my cousins. So that will probably be a little section in there, but also just vacation and travel. Like planning out your vacation and travel moving forward is very important, because it's expensive to travel. It's getting expensive to travel, and I know a lot of times people can commit to things that they really don't understand, like the cost and like how much planning it takes. So me and my boyfriend already kind of talked about the trips that we want to take this year. So I'm just going to make sure that that's all planned out. And I'm going to list like the days we need to have the flights bought, the days we need to have the stay booked, like all of that is going to be under vacation and travel. Also, like when we're at the place, I'm going to have like the place, and then I'm gonna list like all the little things that I find, like where we can go eat and activities we can do. That's all gonna be listed under my vacation and travel tab. And then I also have a tab for my relationship, and just like we're gonna set goals for our relationship and making sure that we're achieving those, like going on date nights and getting back into spending time with each other outside of time with crew. So hiring babysitters and nannies more, so that we can start going back on dates, because it has been 1 year since we had our child, and it's time to start back getting into the rhythm of those things, as well as like other goals like that we have. That's all gonna go under relationships. And then the 8th tab that I have is self-care goals. So I do want to start back taking care of myself. I did my hair today, took my braids down, did my hair today. I was gonna do my nails but didn't get to it. But just like little self-care goals, I want to create a self-care, like a skin regimen. I want to do research on hair products, skin products, makeup. That's New York for you. But yeah, I want like routines or whatever, things like that, and making sure like I'm going actually out to get my hair done once a month, go to get my nails done. Like I want to set self-care goals, and not only that, like going out with my friends or spending time with myself, going on walks, exercising, Pilates, all of that is going to go under self-care. So now that I've told y'all my 8, I want y'all to drop y'all 8 things that you're gonna put in your binder in the comments. And let's crack this stuff open and start setting it up. Okay, so let's label our little stickies. These came with extras so that you can just stick it on the things. It says if you can't write on it with a ballpoint pen, you can use colored stickers. Oh, okay. But I think I'm just going to write on these so that I don't have to write on this, and that way I can just always order more of these and just peel them off and relabel. But anyways, let's start here. So I think I'm gonna use pink as self-care. This pink tab right here. Oh my god, I don't have a pink marker. It's crazy work. So I'm gonna go, oh, this is a little pink. I'm gonna use this. So one of my 8 tabs will be self-care. Alrighty. Family. So another tab is gonna be family. This one, orange, will be family. And then finances, of course, we're gonna move down here to the greenish color, and I'm gonna label that one finances. And then I'll jump back up to this yellow color. Let's see how this yellow marker works. And this will be content. Can't really see it, but it's okay. Next is my business. So I'm gonna put right here, business. And then for vacation, travel. And travel. Alrighty, and then I'll make this one Faith. Faith. And then the last one will be relationships. That's a big word. Heart right there. All right, so I got all my 8 tabs. Now let's stick them in the binder. Okay, so we have the binder labeled and pretty much ready to go. I'm going to design a little cover to slip into the front of here. You know, that's like the cute part. Remember when we were in high school and everybody would decorate their binders? But yeah, I'm gonna decorate that while I just keep talking to you guys about this upcoming year. This year, I don't want it to be like the other years. Like, I just want to really be on point, because like, y'all do not understand, like, if we are applying all the lessons from 2025 this year when they are supposed to be applied, it's like you're gonna quantum leap each time, if that makes sense. I don't know, but it's like you're not relearning the same stuff over again, so therefore you're already putting yourself higher. And I'm trying to go higher. Like this year, I probably said this a lot in my videos, but I'm trying to stay consistent. Consistency is the key right now. Like I was saying, I just want to make sure that I'm on top of all the things that I need to be on top of, which are the 8 things that I wrote down in this binder specifically for me. And I think you guys should definitely do the same, because I'm thinking of 2026 is like a fresh start, like we're starting over. And I think that this is going to help us this year as we start over. God is really talking to us this year, and He not playing no more. He not playing with us. Like, I cannot imagine going into this year 2026 doing the same I was doing like even a year ago, like, but even like 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Like, I can't even imagine. And I know that it's some people out there that they don't even realize like they're doing the same things that they've been doing. And I just hope that something in my videos can be a light bulb to them and realize, like, you know what, you're right. I don't want to do the same shit. I don't want to keep going through the same problems, you know. It's much better when you're learning and applying those lessons and you don't gotta relearn them again, because that hurts. But positive vibes as well going into this new year. Positive vibes, good communication. That was my radiator. Good communication and just following our dreams this year. Like, we're following our dreams and we're making our dreams come true. And that's just that. Okay, I finished my cover. It's not the most creative, but it'll get the job done. It just says the Street Program 2026, because I'm not playing around this year. I just want to leave you guys with this. The planner does not have to be perfect, but it's a start. And as long as you're being intentional about it, then that's the most important thing, because we want to create something that is going to be attainable for us for the year. So like I said, just because I have 8 tabs does not mean you have to have 8 tabs. Like, you literally can have 1, you can have 2, 3, whatever. Like, just make sure it's something that is attainable for you. Curate this to be for you. and we are going to keep checking back in throughout the year and making sure we're sticking to the program. I invite you all to stay on this journey with me, and I appreciate you all for watching. And if you enjoy Everyday Girl, then make sure you're commenting, liking, and subscribing to my channel, and I will see you all in the next chapter. Bye.